Hey everybody, it's time for Starcom, Unknown Space. And yes, I rivaled it.
Of course you did.
I rivaled it.
No one was expecting anything
I
different.
wasn't expecting anything different, really. Okay, we're going to start that one. I normally just press continue, but I'm doing it this way this time, so meh. Okay, so we had the Nikon Montaya. Who killed my father, prepared to die. This is the oops.
And why is it called the Oops?
Because it is oops. There she is. Going live screen now so you can get a good view of her. All right. Shipyard. This is what I built. Okay, so we've got 4 Mark III engines. Wolfram was right. It takes so much to cool these things down. Also, you can't put these cooling things on that space there. You'd think you could, but you can't. So we've got 4 of those, which gives us a lovely max speed of 31.6 AU. That's a lie, though, but anyway. It's actually higher than that. We've got 6 Plasma Mark IIIs. We got a lot.
We do.
We do got a lot. So 6 Plasma Mark IIIs. The original damage was like 109, I believe. With the 10, count them, 10 Plasma Mark IIs. I've lost 4 of them, and I've got double the damage.
Apparently, that math does math.
Yes, it does. I've also got. Let's see. That's my lander. That's my sensors. Although I'm still on Mark 1 sensors. I don't know where the Mark 2 sensors come from. Assuming there's going to be Mark 2 sensors. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Fairly sure there's another couple of missile launchers somewhere. There might not be. I've done a lot, okay? And I've got the gravity beam there. That's fun. You know what? I've got a space here that's straight to my power generator, and I don't like that. So what we're gonna do is we've got 2 slots left. Let's just move that, and let's put a missile launcher just there. Why not?
Why not, indeed?
Why not, indeed? There you go. I don't know if that's going to actually hurt the heat profile. It might. Nope.
Okay, then.
Looking good. Okay, we'll have that. All right. So, research. We have 295 points. Kinetic suppression reduces damage taken from collisions. Kinetic armor allows forward kinetic deflector module. That's nice. Engine 3. We still haven't got any of the upgrades here. I'm assuming they're going to come along later. That increases the range of our plasma weapons. I would like that, I have to admit. Tractor beam is all done. Sensors are all done. Fixed guns, I would like to get those points back, but I'm not going to do that because it would just cost too much. Missiles, getting these extras would be nice. I do have a couple of extra things, obviously, that we haven't got yet. Fighter drones. Okay. That is one thing I should probably say. Okay, so we now have 112 drones. Because I got the...
You got the upgrade.
I got the upgrade. Yeah, so increases our maximum squadrons by 1. So that's nice. I need to upgrade my shields. I think this would be very helpful. And that's it. So we're just going to have to keep on going, I think. Right. So, missions. Just the gravity gun tech could be used to push unstable cores to the chariot. Yes, it could. It could also send them to those black boxes, which I think we should go and get because tech. Still haven't tried. Every time I talk to Second Legion, they won't listen. So they just go, "Do you want us to work for you?" No, I want you to take the thing off me. Don't know where that guy is. No idea what we're supposed to be doing with that. And we're still trying to figure out the legend of Whisker Mug. So
we got to keep exploring.
We've got to keep exploring. Okay, so I didn't mean to press that. Sorry. Exit. All right, let's go back to the map. Okay. Now we did have the dudes. Those guys. Pirate Lagoon. We could just make peace with them because we're not actually killing them anymore. They don't show up enough anymore. So I'm thinking we go and make peace with them.
All right, let's do it.
And if they ambush us, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Brogadar negotiators still waiting in the sunken ship. You have reconsidered our offer of reparations for peace trade. Accept offer. The Spectre's intermediary was going to be held accountable for results of our negotiations, probably. Excellent. This will cure any injuries from our unfortunate demands. We'd like to trade this time. Okay, well, let's have a look. And this will stop them from attacking us, and we'll stop attacking them, and that's... They are wanting a lot of the beryllium. 94%.
Do we have any?
Well, we have 30 of it. I'm not selling it to them, though.
Fair.
I don't see why I should.
It's probably because you blew up so many of those ships.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was never near any ships.
As per Hammer says, make peace with them after spent half a dozen streams making pieces of them.
Exactly. Right, we've got a nice fragment. Investigation process. Let's go take care of that. Wait, were you trying to sneak up on us? No? Okay. It looked like you were sneaking up on us. You're yellow now, that's good. Yellow because you're chicken. Also, my engines are bigger than yours. Woo! I really hope they've got things like inertial dampness in this game.
So do I. Otherwise, our people are getting.
They're already splattered at the back of the ship. Temperature, team claims feels cold. Okay, so we're Lieutenant Max search for a location described in the message fragment. After Lieutenant Wolfen realizes the Universal Translator has taken the liberty with the text. Magnetic North Pole, the original was actually primary magnetic pole, and perhaps the Nemean consider their southern pole more significant. Armed with this information, the team locates a large buried crate just over a kilometer from the lake inlet. Inside is an artifact of familiar brassy color. Cargo. Go to cargo. Thank you. Frozen Tenolian fragment. Scans the interior so independent fractal neural networks. Wow. That's fractal. Okay, so we're going to go back over here now, right? Yeah?
Yep.
Because we had the black boxes, if you remember.
Yes.
Or was that here? We'll get here. It's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Right. So I'm going to go to there. Okay, I'm not. I'm going to go to there then. We're going to find out where these things are. We're jumping around all over the place. Okay, you want to fight? I'll give you a fight. Missiles. But what we're really here for is
the fireworks.
I'm not doing an awful lot of damage with the guns because we're not actually close enough. Yeah, that's 112 drones. Okay. That was fun. Right, so let's get to here. And we'll fly along the route. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was bright. Did anyone else see the big line?
Yes.
May as well get stuff. Picking up a lot of neutronium.
Which is nice and helpful.
Very. You have no idea how much neutronium this ship cost. I have to go out and buy more. Okay, so it's got to be here. Guns work. Ah! Almost there. Okay. Oh, no! Don't blow them up! Okay, these guns are apparently powerful enough to blow up these things. We don't want that.
No, we do not.
Data cube. High density cube technology is far beyond us, but fortunately the cube is built in a universal translator to enable data extraction. The data is history or cultural information of race known as unknown bipedal aliens. Strangely, it's titled Backup Reference for Your Civilization If You're Lost. Alright, let's go to ship systems. Turn off the auto fire. Xenium. So we're actually able to do these. Nah, I don't think we're getting anything else out of these. Field reflector. Ooh. We got a field reflector, whatever the field reflector is. This device unlocks new research tech in the shield branch. Distorts energized field to redirect certain energized particles along the surface tangent. It creates a mirror. All right. Got another one down here. Okay, so that's that one done then. So it's just down here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pushing the energy things to there. I mean, that's fair enough. Right, in which case I need a quick route to there. I will also go to here, turn the ship systems on, and turn on my auto fire to protect ourselves as we're flying through the debris. Go home and get the shield boosted, Hammer says. Okay.
He makes a good point.
He makes an okay point. I did do some eliting today, Hammer, and I definitely caused some people to go, why is the Black Watch here? I actually ended up going to medium strength ones, just for the challenge. I'm about halfway through a contract, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to get the rest of the contract done. Because I'm getting about 7 kills per deployment before the fight's over. I need to get 81 kills. So, I'm trying. I'm very trying.
Hannah's doing the same. 3 out of 9 for his.
Yeah. It's just the amount of time. research. Shields. There we go. Okay. Plasma reflection. Most of the energy of plasma projectiles is reflected away. That's kind of cool. Further decreases our shield's natural discharge rate. Increase our shield charge by 20%. I think that's got to be done. Now, we don't have rapid in things, so that's the recharge rate. I'll grab that. So, that is now even more tanky. Set my turrets to fire at will, thinking I get credit for tagging everything along the way. Turns out you will get kill credits for ships you actively are targeting. So yeah, 6 to 10 kills. Yeah, it's just the way it is. All right, let's go try and deal with this. What I'm hoping is by having the shield reflecting thing.
Yeah.
When we go up against the nasty new guys.
Yeah, it's just gonna bounce straight back at them.
Yep. They died too quickly. I didn't have a chance to use my guns.
I know, babe, but I hate to say it. You're a little bit OP.
I am not OP. She's lying. Right. Okay, so I'm going to change over to my secondary weapon of the gravity thing. Are you ready for this, Red?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so where is it? It's there, so I've got to... Unstable core corner pocket. Okay, how do I get this to work then? Because, as far as I know, it's there.
I don't know.
Wow, they fired some nasty things. Do I have to actually get it over the wreckage or something?
Possibly? Let's give it a go.
I'm going to back up. Got it.
There we go.
Unstable core just vanished. According to gravitational distortion readings, the mass of the Tellurian chariot increased very slightly. Wait, there's an energy spike. One of the power cells is now full. Since there's 3 total, 2 more cores will fully charge it. Of course, I have no idea what that means, or even if that's what we are trying to do. The interior is now illuminated by an infinitude of fine glowing lines tracing and winding along every surface of the ship. Lieutenant Hammer speculates there are a combination of power lines and circuitry. Lieutenant Wolven thinks they look like language. Well, we've got to get 2 more of these things. There's also an enemy station back here that desperately needs destroying. Okay, so we've got to find some more of those things. Is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Anyone else know where they are? Ah, there. Okay. So if I go this way. Oh, I can adjust. Did it disappear? It passed it. Damn it. Is anyone else hearing that? Oh god, I think I got another one down here.
I hear something.
Corvash 2. Guess the ship is eating them. I don't think it's eating them so much as eating them. Oh, there's more over here. I didn't know these were over here. That's 3 chords. Let's see if it did anything. Team reports that these lines that, like a circuit that describe the warp field equation, the path they trace is like a map of warp space. Wow. Team reports the ship somehow feeling more alive, despite no obvious changes in energy readings. In the core chamber, everything seems fully charged. There are new lines of light tracing inward from the cores to the central power collector. Lieutenant Wolven recognizes the pattern as nearly identical to the one on the Arcadian archive crystal. Just a few lines missing. By tracing their shape, Lieutenant Hammer is able to draw them onto the vessel's black surface. Just as Lieutenant Hammer completes the circuit, Lieutenant Mac notes that there's a small but incongruous device mounted nearly flush within the surface. It's almost invisible save for the pulse in near infrared. As they move for a closer look, there's a sound of rapidly approaching footsteps. The team rushes out of the chamber as dozens of devout swarm towards. Okay. Lieutenant Hammer directs the team's escape. We get a 20% modifier. That's 100. Lieutenant Hammer had the forethought to note that multiple passed through the ship and takes the team on a slightly longer route that evades devout ambush. The devout must have had a garrison somewhere hidden on the vessel. Hold on, there's a change in the chariot's energy output. Ooh, pretty. That's Red Moogle who says that.
I mean, it is.
Pretty lucky we weren't still on board whenever whatever that was happened. Okay. We got the uranium thing and those bad guys up there. We could have a swing at the bad guys, I suppose. I've analysed the chariot's disappearance. It generated a deformation in warp space, like the gateway portals. Cool. So it jumped like a gateway. All right, we're going to go and deal with this uranium thing, because this is still ongoing. Ooh, bad guys. Bad guys. Lots of bad guys. I forgot to turn it onto missiles. Like, I'm not saying we're kind of chunky, but we're kind of chunky.
We're a bit chunky.
You keep sending drones after me, and I keep losing my temper and blowing them up. Take the hint. I'm too chunky for you. That worked. I think we can all agree that worked.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Come back to me, little ships. All right, so that's that done. Let's go deal with uranium, like I said. Did you fly away from the gateway? I need new Kraken autopilot. The other problem with doing the conflict zones hammer is it doesn't get you a lot of cash. It's not like doing your bounty hunting one. That is fun. Steam Commander Zone of the Blackwatch. It's good to cast eyes on. What can I help you with? Is it? I told you we okay. You're basically just refusing to admit. Ooh, we've got bad people red.
I was already hammering them.
No one appears to have returned to the mine since the team's last visit. Lieutenant Moogle. The mines are as safe to enter as they ever were, which is to say, not very. Thanks to Lieutenant Moogle's reading of geology, the team quickly locates a large pocket of uranium. That's nice, but I'm not entirely sure what this is helping. You know, it's still there. I'm assuming we have to keep going back and we eventually find something super duper amazing. You know?
I hope so.
Alright, I'm going to fly to here. Okay? I'm going to save, and then we're going in to say hello to those people again.
Good plan.
And then if it doesn't go well, we'll load.
Look, some people dislike save scumming. We are not those people.
No. I didn't get it to ever exhaust itself. Okay, Wolven says it's one of those things that is unlikely to exhaust itself. I accidentally flew through that ship. Oh, bad guys. Come back to me, little bugs. I'd like to say they're not exactly bug-like, they're massive freaking ships. Nope, we've still got a few more to get. Okay, now we go. Yeah, so we have to fly, don't we? There's no direct route.
No.
So, Wolven, we're going to say hello to the guys again. I'm going to save just before, and we're going to have go and say hello to them again. If this doesn't work, then we have to go back to the station and talk to people. Do you think we should take out the station first? You know, as a kind of, how hard is it to take out this station type thing?
Maybe?
atrium. Okay, that was totally not worth it.
No.
Definitely need an upgraded thing, don't we? Okay. Yep. Okay, so they are not upset with us, which is fine. But yeah, that's going to be a fight and a half. Let's go talk to the station. Yeah?
Yes. Say hi.
And the captain of the other ship. What you do need is the thing you have to have the guild rep steal, which I've already got. We already got that. We got that last week. We got that last week, right, Red?
Think so.
Yeah. Right. Let's talk to you. Given increased danger of a mutual enemy, the devout, we are maintaining a continual. Oh, thank you. Okay, there's nothing there we need to trade with right now. Where's what's her face? Yo, Mon Capitan. Okay, so she has nothing to say to us either. Well, I see in the theory of the remnant shape, it means that codex shape is neat and all, but I don't suppose that anyone wants to trade places. No, I'm good, thanks. It's literally... Okay, just thought I'd ask. I've combined the information collected from within the chariot and the data collected by the devout probe in the primordial universe. Combined, they are revelatory on the nature of warp space. Great. I don't understand all the details yet. I'm going to take another go before I subject myself to asking Rama for an explanation. But practically, I think we can now construct a crude warp field generator. I've loaded the schematic requirements into Lab's computer under warp drive. Oh no! Captain Dawson informs me you've not only managed to find an intact remnant vessel, but you've summoned it to our doorstep. I'm looking forward to reading your report on that, sir. The Telonian chariot that Lieutenant Hammer was able to activate. It just appeared atop a collapsed wormhole before you returned. I assumed it was your doing. No, sir, it vanished after activation. Then you better get over there and see why. Okay, we forgot another thing to do, and we need to do research. Okay, so warp. Does anyone see warp drive? Is that going to be engines?
I would say so.
It sounds engine-y, doesn't it? Warp generator. Allows building of warp drive module. Allow near instantaneous short tactical jumps. Oh, what? Warp extension. Increase maximum charge of our warp generator by 30%. Increase the field recharge rate. Hyperplane. Extend our maximum warp charge by an additional 40%. Warp multiplex. Increase the charge rate of... What?
Pep,
Yeah.
you need points.
Yeah, I do. Okay, let's have a look at the shipyard then, because apparently we've got Where's propulsion? What the absolute... Oh, we have to rebuild my ship again.
I mean, it was. We all knew it was coming.
No, we didn't. Oh, how horrible, says Wolfen. Okay. It needs 15 xenium. I've got that. And 20 neutronium. I've got... Oh, I've only got 16 neutronium. Oh, no. I have to go and get more neutronium. That's 7 hexes, so I've got to make 7 hexes of space. Red,
Yes, babe.
we might need to drop a fighter bay.
You going to be okay with that?
Not really. I changed my voice on my GPS to Bono's. Now the streets have no names, and I still haven't found what I'm looking for. That is brilliant. Okay, I'm going to take off the gravity beam because we don't need that anymore, do we? And we can put it back on whenever we want. Yeah. Oh. I've got neutronium, so I just want to kind of figure out how I'm going to do it. Once I've got the neutronium in place, I might have to get rid of missile launchers. Energy. Go to Mark II reactors there. And there. I've got 10 slots to work with. That's not very helpful there, though, is it? I know it's not really enough power. Don't worry.
I know you'll work it out.
That would be a place for our warp generator to go in there. That would work there. My problem then is I don't have enough power. Still don't have enough power. Still short by 19. That's too much. I need... Oh, actually. Yeah. Propulsion. Large wing. Energy. I'm going to take that out for now. It might go back in there. Warp drive goes in there, that's 7, right? Yes.
Yep.
That would work then. I think. I think. I think. Should we go and buy the neutronium we need and then just build this thing in?
I think so.
All right. In which case, exit. I've got a massive fracking hole in my ship. Okay, where are we going to get the neutronium from? Let's try there first. I'm not really bothered, actually. They will trade with us, won't they?
Yeah.
Trade neutronium. Yeah, I'll take that price. I'll sell you a bunch of stuff that you probably don't need, but you're going to pick up anyway. Yeah, I don't want to give you 300. Take that, there you go. And communications, thank you very much. Back to the station. Let's go and put that warp thing in. I don't think we actually need this energy, but I'm going to put it in anyway. Because it holds everything together.
Good as reason as any.
Oh. Actually doesn't work. We only got 2 slots left. Well, that kind of sucks. So we've got 2 holes there, apparently. Oh, we've got multiple holes. No, 1 hole there, 1 hole there. I'm going to put something in there. All right?
Yep.
To protect the bridge, because I'd like the bridge to be in one piece. And I will give you bulkhead that. Just helps protect the front of the ship. It's only a little bit. It's not going to protect it a lot. That is another build, though. There you go. This is getting stupid. Internal warfield generator, short range one, but still could be huge tactical advantages. Let's take her for a spin. Hold V to charge, release to jump to target. What's the target? Okay, so we're going to say there, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, I have to actually choose a target. Oh, that kind of works.
That's pretty cool.
Chariot's focusing a stabilizer beam into the collapsed quantum wormhole. Its energy is highly coherent and revealing some structure we could not detect before. The wormhole is still too small to see, but it's gradually expanding. I think we need to assume the chariot is at least partially under the devout's control, although presumably not total control since they're using their own ships to fight us. We need to let the Commodore know. Can we board it? No. Okay. We can jump 850. Oh, I'll go wait for my warp power to build back up, of course. That makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't you suddenly have warp power? Yes. We need to wait for the matter-antimatter containment to restabilize. Also means you don't spam it constantly. Well, I'm going to do this again, because... that works. This situation poses an existential threat to Starcom and countless life forms in our own universe. We cannot afford to wait. We need to permanently collapse the wormhole as soon as possible. Once the wormhole is large enough, the Blackwatch and the Athene will evacuate the Solano's crew through. I'll command a skeleton crew to trigger the CIE device once you're through. Commander Zone, there's a wrinkle with the current plan. Talk to me ASAP. Okay. Commander U has alerted me to the possibility of using the CIE device as soon as Dolson reported the chariot's position. I've looked into the Blackwatch sense data from the chariot's activity and I'm worried our plan won't work. Why not? FTL recharge 33 minutes. Yeah. The device we built doesn't have enough xenium to overcome the chariot stabilizer energy. We need 4 more units of xenium, but that's not the real problem. There's no way to store the xenium in a compact warhead without going critical, at least not without strange matter. How strange? I mean strange as in composed entirely of strange quarks. That's not something we can cook up in the lab. So... we've never found a natural source of strange matter in our own universe. It's possible it might be from some degenerate neutron source, but I don't think we've seen anything like that. I might have. Commander Zone, it's good to see you made it back safely. The appearance of the Insectolarian chariot is awesome and terrifying. We have surmised that while it's communicating with the wormhole from which Slender emerged, it is the Devout who directed it. That would be the case. This is calamitous. From what we know, control of the chariots gave the Empire its power, limited only by whatever hidden laws constrain the Telonian servants. If Devout gained full control over a single chariot that could purge this universe and yours of heretics, their weapons are already challenging for our best ships. One of our vessels sent to assist you is gathering data on new energy disruption weapons. They reported a promising discovery. Unfortunately, in their last partial transmission, they reported their engines and navigational transponder have been damaged in a mine collision. This has made it difficult to locate them and send assistance. Where was the ship last reported? Maybe the Black Watch can locate it. We were hoping you'd offer... watch how fast I detect a compliment. While our sensors are on par with yours, your observation officer's renowned detection skills may affect a faster search. In case you succeed in locating, we will transfer a working transponder encoder. This will allow us to send a rescue ship, transmitting the coordinates now. Remember I said sparkles?
Mm-hmm.
I found that thing called sparkles that I called sparkles. I think that is secure coordinates of okay. So where were they last seen? There, okay. Let's go to see sparkles first. I'm thinking the sparkly thing might be a strange matter. Remember when we saw those ships and they were like, oh, they were massive and oh my god, how are we supposed to take that on and all that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I actually did a bit of distance on that. This is what happens when you you want to play the game, but you're not allowed to keep pushing the story any further forward. Sparkles.
I mean, it's definitely something.
It does hurt you if you get too close. There you go, I'm starting to take damage. Sparkles. I got no idea what else to call it. I'm sorry. Okay, so... we jump. We go and find the ship. You know, the best thing about this game is you build a ship and then you go and play the game again and you completely change how you build the ship. You know?
Yeah. This is one you're going to come back to a lot.
Yeah. So just drive into the hole. I feel like I'm playing golf. Or mini golf. Playing mini golf.
Much better game.
Thank you. Gee, that took forever. Derelict vessel detected ahead. Looks like we're too late for the rescue. No life signs. On the outside, the heavy damage concealed the glaring differences between this ship and the Agora. In addition to the engineering differences, this vessel has been stranded for quite some time. This isn't an Agora vessel. Structural design is all wrong. After more careful examination, Hammer declares this to be a forward section of a survey vessel that was attacked. The ship's navigational inertia guidance core is intact. I think I can give a rough estimate where the ship broke apart. So we keep on going. Oh. From the director earlier in the time it assassinated the location of the vessel that was attacked. Okay. I'm going to go to here anyway. Yeah?
Yep.
Maximum location missing vessel, least last transmission. Can't go too far if it hasn't been destroyed. Okay, so we're here. There's definitely nothing around, is there?
Not that I can see.
Okay, so we're on the way to hear them. Why? That's the light, which is not another devout purge. Many of our systems are damaged in the mine impact. Without navigation or our fleet encoder, we'd be in the drift here. One of your ships gave us a replacement code to transfer to you. Wonderful. This will allow one of our support ships to locate us without revealing the location to the bow. Thank you greatly for your assistance. You are welcome. Further investigation possible. We do not need to linger. We have supplies to last... Okay, so... something's wrong. They want us gone. And we've got further investigation possible. Press X to investigate. This vessel may have information about its new EMP-like weapon. Okay, but... we don't know what that is, so... we'll come back to that later. Yeah?
Yeah.
We're okay right
Yeah. Might need to report back and go,
Yo, these guys were being shady as F.
exactly.
Or they did the like shooty damage thing. Or is there an inconsistency in the knowledge the Gora are sharing with us, like the Telonian was practically a myth when we first asked them. Now they say they're the key to the Empire's power. Yeah, I was about to kind of get in there myself, but not as quickly as the story, obviously. You're not wrong. I reviewed the untranslated matrix, and there are patterns consistent with selective truth. I can't say whether this is a need-to-know policy or outright deception. obvious they're strategically withholding information from us like we were from them. I doubt they'd help us find a collapsar if we explained that we needed it. The plan for the survival of our own universe depends upon sealing the wormhole with the threat on this side. They got a kind of a point there. They probably want us to not do that.
Which we understand.
Sealed container. Oops. Flight recorder. It was a black box. That's why I couldn't see it.
Eh! Because it's in the depth of space.
Yes. According to the recorded data, the Celestial Survey vessel was studying a collapsed neutron star when a group of ships hailed with a binary signal, then attacked. Well, we got stuff to scan, so I had to get rid of missiles. I'm very upset about that. Deploy survey team. Small city on this temperate planet was abandoned in the past few hundred years due to the overgrowth. There are no signs of earlier civilization. Wolfen concludes this was a spacefaring culture that settled here for no more than a generation before moving on. The search of the structures uncovers several scattered family texts. Languages related to that of the Arcadians, but a distinct dialect. Usually they use binary symbols for important sacred names. Binaries? A binary signal? The Arcadians are still here. Began observation spearhead candidates. Devoted have learned of the reliquary. Bones must be moved. They will seek the heartbeat, perhaps deceived by false echoes. Okay, so they know about the devout then?
Yep.
Can I see that ship on the... No. I can't. Okay. Supernova that sterilized this planet must have been from a neutron star. Tens of thousands of years ago, a nearby star went supernova and irradiated this planet in a catastrophic of gamma radiation. A sliver of that catastrophe is memorialized in a fragment of neutronium embedded in the dead planet's surface. Okay, well, we may as well keep on going out. We've got places to investigate, and we need science!
We really do.
Stalker frigate? We got a wormhole. Another sliver of training. Okay, so I'll have a chat to them in a second. This planet, like the rest of the system, was radiated millennia ago by a powerful gamma event in a nearby sector. The nearby structures have been built since then. They have not been occupied recently. There's a few trinkets, possibly of ceremonial use. Let's talk to them. Binary? Anyone?
Robots.
Does anyone understand binary code?
I can Google.
You Google, Red. Let's see what that means in binary. Unfortunately, I'm not quite in from Red Dwarf. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 0.
Just a question mark. So
So not helpful.
no, unless I've got it in the wrong character encoding.
I doubt it. I mean, this is a computer game. They'd probably do something like that to kind of show. You know?
Yeah.
Okay. We don't understand. We actually do. I did not mean to do that. I did not. I mean, I'm guessing they went bad.
I assume
Yeah,
so.
yeah, they're back. It's there, but not there. It's stalking us. I think I picked up something. No, we didn't pick up anything. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's worrying. Another old Arcadian settlement. Lieutenant Hammer speculates, given the material age differences, the structures were built over a short period of time with advanced equipment. Within the underground chamber, the team uncovers crystalline data storage device. Endless analysis shows the apparent catalog of binary identifiers and named entities. Okay, so that's Endless Arch, Broken God, New Reliquary, Dead Star, Dying Home. There are no other clues as to what they refer or their significance. Some of the highly analyzed bubbles of ozone in the upper layers that the anomaly scanner categorizes as borderline life. Well, that's nice. Okay, we're starting to find more worlds. This is good. Yeah, another volcanic. One of the structures is facade carved into the exterior wall. Close examination shows a collection of cross marks connected by lines. That's star systems.
Yes, that's a constellation. So star systems.
There.
Yep, that's the one.
I didn't see. Can't remember the image. Maybe we can see it again. Sisyphus. FFFE?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's giving me a few hundred kilometers below. Power sensors are detectors. Oh, so it's ethylene. Cool. Don't really need that right now, but. Alright, I'm going to go into the blue thing. The nebula thing.
Yep.
I'm detecting faint but regular anti-gravity waves from somewhere nearby. Fourier signature suggests natural cause, but nothing close. Nothing on the sense model comes close. Neutron planet. Could be a collapsar. It would be a stroke of luck. We've never seen one, but some theoretical models predict they produce strange quarks. There it is, the source of the anti-gravity waves. Stalker battlecruiser. Alright, Moogle, it's your show. What are we trying to do here? Yeah, Moogle, what are we trying to do here?
Well,
Along with the gravity waves, I'm expecting Collapsar to be expelling some strangelets in degenerate matter shell. Modify the tractor beam to be able to collect quark matter. The trick will be to crack the shell with our weapons before they decay.
what she said.
In case anyone's wondering, I put all the weapons to launch the fighters at the same time.
Yes.
So when I hold down to fire missiles, I also launch all the fighters as well. Ooh, we're getting pushed back. This is closer to a white dwarf than a planet composed entirely of ultra-dense neutronium matter. You can see the gravity waves. That's freaking nasty. Okay, there's something. Metastable strange matter, meaning it cannot react with anticarbic matter, an ideal substance stabilizing large quantities of xenium. Cool, so you need more of that? I can grab more. releasing these 6 strangelets. Damn it, it shot past me. I have no idea if I've got enough of them. I'm gonna go and check out the planets. It's actually hiding in the thing.
That's rude. Good job you got the fighters to chase them.
Yep. Alright, gonna check out the rest of the planets. I mean, the only thing we can do is go for getting as close to that thing as possible, seeing if we can get a... There you go. This star is a hollow shell of a neutron matter material like falling into quark matter core, releasing anti-grav waves. Some of the quark matter is quantum tunneled to the surface and ejected. Okay, so we need to figure out exactly what it is we're doing now, don't we? Missile dephaser. Designed to temporarily dephase a missile, making countermeasures less effective, which is why those missiles were kept on disappearing.
Yep.
Okay, log, no, missions. There you go. We also need to deliver 4 units of xenium. Okay, so we also got to talk about that whatchamacallit that we found as well. So we need to go back here and talk to the whatever their faces are called. Yeah?
Yep.
And do some science!
Yeah.
almost there. Let's go find one of these cruisers first. Reported in using Kona, we have good news to share with you. During our battle with Val, they were able to capture an EMP warhead that failed to arm. We will share analysis it may prove useful defending against them in the future. Data will allow us to research technology which should reduce the impact of the EMP attacks on us. Great. Still going to talk to you. No, okay. Let's talk to her. Okay, so you've got nothing for us either. Great. Research. Didn't we get a thing? EMP resistance. That's good. Didn't we get the missile thing though?
I thought so, but apparently not.
Yeah, missiles. Which. Okay. Anything else to do for you? No. How goes the search for Strain and Xenium? Start the process of modifying delivery system can launch after you safely through the wormhole. Excellent work as always. We're making preparations to evacuate most of the remaining crew on the Athenia, whatever it's called. But it's imperative that vital research data be returned to Starcom for analysis, so you'll go on ahead. Dr. Ryan reports that the wormhole is now nearly large enough for vessels to pass through. It's been an honor serving with you, sir. I will remain with Lieutenant Milton and some senior staff to ensure the closure of the wormhole happens as soon as the Athenia is through. I don't intend to go down with the ship. Once the wormhole is severed, we will evacuate one of the uninhabited fringe worlds Blackwatch identified. I'm going to suggest the Blackwatch remains behind.
Yeah.
Commendable but denied. Lieutenant Milton is the logical choice. Your crew's knowledge should not be lost to Starcom. Dr. Rama will be transmitted to the Blackwatch. Your final orders from me are to go through the wormhole and bring her to a rope station on the other side ASAP. Apparently something in the data you've recently uncovered has disturbed her, which is a novel occurrence. Starspeed, Captain. Congratulations on the promotion, Captain. Yeah, so happy. I mean, we could activate the algorithm. Might get us some extra things. What do you think, Red?
I do.
I mean, we wouldn't need the Havoc, would we? Or fixed guns, so I could get those points back. Definitely get those points back. Lasers, I get those. It's only one laser thing, but I get those points back. I'm assuming there's still more to this story. You know?
There's a lot to unlock. So yes. Would you like a tea?
Yes, please.
Mini eggs?
Yes, please. Here, have a bowl. Okay. What's the maximum range? Maximum charbar and watch generators, so that would increase the range again. There's so much stops you by 30%. I think I'd just do the shields. That means our shields are maxed. Advanced maneuvers increase fighter's ability to evade the enemy projectiles. Possible. What coolant? Increase field recharge rate. I'm going to go that. Simply, the speed of the recharge would probably be better for us. Lost mission complete. Strange matter mission complete. New mission added to log. Still haven't done the hidden tomb, and I don't know why. We've been ordered to return Starcom space via re-expanded quantum wormhole tracked on map. We're really going home, not to another universe of fiery debris. Alright. You know what? We're going to wait for Red Moogle. So I'm going to hit pause. Back away from the wormhole so I don't get accidentally drawn in. I'm going to hit pause. We're going to go to the pause screen and we're going to wait. We're going to wait for the Red Moogle. You back, Red?
I return.
Okay. The wormhole's ready. We're not ready because we don't want to go back. But here we go. Mission complete. The chariot returns. Okay. Nav map confirms we've made it home. Wormhole is still microscopic on this side. If all goes according to plan, Selena will seal it after the Athena goes through. Okay. You seem to be running away. Come back here. I want to talk to you. Come back here. Black Watch, you were reported missing months ago. You better get to Fleet Command. In any case, this area is restricted. You're probably in enough trouble already. What? Surviving? Being amazing? Seeing all these planets that definitely need scanning? Finding out what that debris field there is? Eat my mini eggs too quickly? Well, if it isn't our old nemesis, Trash, we were supposed to clean up but didn't. How long has Dr. Rama been on board? That was oddly satisfying. And that was actually a thing. Destroyed the cargo debris after returning. That was actually an achievement. Well, before we go home, I'm going to go and investigate these systems. As anxious as we are to revisit our families and favourite restaurants and so forth, our orders are pretty explicit. Yeah. Orders are pretty explicit. We need science. Don't we, Red?
We do. We don't think this game is over.
We've got 3 complete systems up there that haven't been checked out yet. I mean, we're not going to find anything as fabulous as... Oh, I'm not expecting to find enemy anomalies there, Wolven. Don't worry. It's just... I've been programmed to go around, scan everything. The game's own fault. You should go back and get yourself talking to Commander and things like that. You know. But that's all well and good, but you've spent the last 60 hours teaching me that I have to scan every planet I can. You know?
I do.
Yeah. How dare you not scan every planet possible? Wow, that actually has nothing in it at all. Okay. And we've got this one here as well. So we should go and do that. Oh, there's a flinger. It's going south. We should go and do that first. And yes, I do want to upgrade my warping capabilities, but unfortunately I have things to do. Interesting. Flinger is under construction with Starcom materials. I know we're working on something along the same lines, but the form similarities are striking, which suggests that they had communications back, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's going nowhere. I'm guessing, because of those red lights, it's saying it's not actually active yet. Or it's got a lock on it. A lock would be more kind of thing, you know. It turns out Starcom has actually turned devout.
I'm half thinking that's what's happened.
Mm-hmm. And it turns out the Commodore was being evil. Or we're in a computer simulation. Skynet's going to jump out and stab us in the face.
Skynet again.
You may outrank me, so I can't tell you where to go, but you can stay here. But you can't stay here. Okay, cool. I will shoot all of you. I have many guns that require testing. Starcom has served this region pretty thoroughly. We're probably not going to find any anomalies here. I don't care, Admiral. I spent a semester on Palladium. Fascinating marine life, zero nightlife. Okay. We should take Malazone Caliban on Altar 4 to celebrate making it home. I don't know. I've got a feeling we're going to be in a fight. Yeah. One thing I will do, I will go down to 3 hangars. It's going to take a complete redesign of the ship. I'm aware of that. A complete redesign. I'm okay with this. I am happy with redesigns. I will do the redesigns.
We know, babe.
Big Bernie ball of death. Alright, let's go to the station and get told off. I'll be in ropes lab transferring my research files to their systems. There's something I need to urgently investigate, so do not disturb me. Rear Admiral Arandi. Okay. Great comets. We thought you were trapped on the other side of the wormhole with Soleno. When I saw your ship signature on the scanners, I assumed Starcom had prematurely named a new ship in your memory. Please explain yourself. Give the long version. An hour later. So Dr. Rama was correct. The Celestial Ring artifacts were some kind of wormhole gateway. Fascinating. Where does this gateway lead? Actually, maybe give the short version. Continue with the long version. An hour later. So Amir were hired to protect what later turned out to be a heretic structure. Go on. Actually, maybe I better give the shot. Continue with the long version. An hour later. This polyhedral artifact sounds incredible. And how is Captain Dalton? My sister was in her class at the academy. As interesting as your adventures have been, perhaps you should give me the executive summary now. This is certainly a dramatic update. I will review Commander Yu's report as soon as you leave, but I think you have the basic situation in hand. Now, I imagine you will have some questions for me first, but first I think I should bring you up to speed on our side. We lost contact with Maya around the... Wow, technological transfer definitely has devout origins. Looks like they started to incorporate remnant tech as well, but the data format is different. It reminds me of some tech we purchased. 250 research points. Yee! Around time of experience. Subsequently, the black battlecruiser materialized on our doorstep, and its commander confessed to its destruction. They presented a plausible explanation for the attack. Although the wormhole collapsed, we had no way to verify anything they said, but they have been sharing a great deal of powerful technology with us. We've had them station their ship in deep space to avoid questions. I would like you to interview them and evaluate their story. Okay. What did I say? Time is vitally important. I need to investigate this new data. Okay, fine, whatever. Shove it up your backside then, woman. So we weren't in trouble. Shame. Can't be harboring devout battlecruiser that destroyed Maya, right? Yeah, I'm thinking it did. Seems very unlikely. Admiral Andy does not strike me as someone who co-opted by their devotion. I suppose we will know soon. Greetings, Command Zone. Admiral Andy has informed you of some questions. Hold on, you're a Goy. Ah, so you know us as Goy. That is much expected. The answer is both yes and no. First, before we are accused of additional deceptions, let me state that despite the dramatic changes in your ship, I recognize your vessel's systems beacon as the one that passed through the wormhole as we emerged. We have had no contact with our counterparts in our own universe, but it's likely they have had contact with you. So we will be as truthful as possible for the simple reason that we have no idea what you've learned. We are the former academics of the Fallen Empire, now branded heretics by our enemies, the Devout. I do not know how much of our history you have learned, but the Devout are a dangerous plague that for centuries corrupted the last fragments of the Empire. Recently, they have
metastasized.
Thank you. And threatened to devour the remainder of our universe. Having failed all attempts to stop their expansion, we discovered they had been trying to find an ancient quantum wormhole left by the remnants. This is one of their advanced prototype vessels that they have constructed using remnant tech. Fortunately, the first officer of the vessel was myself, a heretic, agent placed years ago. I facilitated a mutiny while on maneuvers near one of our outposts. Having detected the signature of the wormhole opening, we decided to traverse it with this ship before the Devout learned the ship had been lost, gaining the advantage of surprise against any Devout on the other side. Why did you destroy my ascension? When we arrived in this space, we detected the stabilizers of Starcom were using a design from Devout Whispers. I took this confirmation Devout had already gained a foothold here and made the decision to destroy the base. But once the wormhole was closed and we were able to take our time and monitor the activity of Starcom, eventually I became convinced that the decision was an error. The only course of action was to contact your forces and warn them of the impending threat. For it was only a matter of time before Devout did discover the wormhole. Why did they not tell us? That you would have to ask them. But in our universe, we have learned hard, painful lessons to be untrusting and careful with the truth. The Devout have tried many tricks to lure us into revealing ourselves. The Devout were searching for quantum wormhole, calling out for it to reveal itself with their remnant secrets. And then one appeared. I would not rush to trust the force that emerged. Why should we trust you? Trust cannot be won by argument, only by proof of action over longer periods than we have. We have provided Starcom with all the technology we have to help against what is about to come through the wormhole. You can either attempt to destroy us now as retribution for Maya, or let us fight the Devout with you. It's our hope that we both live long enough to make a reparation for the harm we have caused. That's certainly an interesting narrative. It would explain some of the guy's behaviors. It would. Oh, he's very nice, isn't he? Back to the Admiral?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It does.
May I get to hear the results of your interview with the heretics? But our perimeter ships have detected vessels emerging through the wormhole. They're not ours. But that's not our biggest problem. Dr. Armour has made a discovery that she claims supersedes everything else. She says you must go back and tell Solano not to use the device now. I know Rama since she was coming up the research divisions. I'm sure you've noticed she's not prone to hyperbole. I'm making available all station materials that aren't literally bolted down. Prep Blackwatch and get back to Solano now. Oh, cool. Okay. The wormhole should be almost large enough to allow travel from this side. I'm going to transfer back to the Blackwatch. We need to get back to Solano to stop them from severing the wormhole. Why? There may be time for more detailed explanation later. You must trust me. Using the device will be catastrophic to life on this universe. Oh! Thank you. Priority is better than understanding danger. Okay, let's just... Oh, wow. Okay. So just whole butt.
Just whole butt.
I'm standing out in general to settle. Sounds like Devout aren't trying to use soft persuasion, they're eradicating the populace. I kind of want to sit around. Need to get back to Solano now. Yeah. We don't... I'm thinking we just That's it.
Yeah.
And transmitting our details of radiation attacks, at least they won't be helpless. That's a good idea. Okay, and we'll just keep battering everything else while we're here. Getting out of here. Not to use the device, okay. Well, even more powerful ships, they can use the entire Starcom fleet will be able to hold them back. Yeah. Just keeps running away, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Given the increased danger and well, we're maintaining. Okay. Oops. Did we kill them all?
It looks that way. For now.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm kind of hoping we find out soon. Then capital ships through the wormhole already, Rama. If you delayed the closing for science, I will have you court-martialed so hard you'll never touch so much as an abacus. If Solano and the Blackwatch command staff would meet me in my office, I'll only have to explain once. After the Black Watch returned from the primordial universe, I've been trying to reconcile the data collected with our previous measurements and have reached a conclusion. The polyhedra didn't open the wormhole to the primordial universe, it actually created the primordial universe. Well, damn. The wormhole was kind of a tether, allow the information and matter to flow between and keep it stable. Because the primordial universe's potential energy is above the true vacuum for its fundamental physics. Just Red Moogle's just uh-oh. I compared the data from the wormhole to our own universe and got the same results. Permanently closing the wormhole would cause a false vacuum decay of the child universe, which at this point, all signs point to it being our own. Okay, I get it. I know you're probably... I was reading that!
Do you want me to pause?
That's why the quantum wormhole is so stable. It was designed to be. I cannot begin to speculate as to how or why, but the conclusion remains inescapable. Severing the wormhole would destroy our home universe. Captain Dawson thinks the Devout still do not have total control of the chariot, but even so, they are continuously upgrading their ships with their capabilities they have. Extrapolating from what I've seen, within a week they'll be able to produce a single ship that could wipe out Starcom's entire fleet. Now, the CIE device is off the table. I want to hear some options. Italians seem to be a check on the Empire's control of the chariots. If we could find one, maybe it would stop the Devout. Good. Or if we try and destroy the chariot with the CIE device? Okay. Maybe we can reason with the Devout. Are you stupid, me? That would be fantastic, but I don't understand it. We searched this space and they found fragments. Unless you've learned some previously untapped source of Imperial history, where do we even look? Uh-oh. I don't know. Any ideas? Anyone? Particularly Wolven?
Specifically, Wolven?
Yeah. Specifically Wolven? Yeah.
Let's say we have an idea.
They have been hiding some stuff for you so far that they might... It's not like you have no clues. It's just you haven't yet put them all together. I've got an idea. Do it fast. Might know more about science than led us to believe. Log. What was it called? The thing that was on the wall?
I don't remember.
You remember the thing, right?
I do.
No, it's too far. It was one of these. There was a picture. Okay, well, we can talk to those dudes, but that was the image, wasn't it? I've got a feeling there's something around here.
Yeah. I feel like that shape had the top of the diamond at the top and then the line pointing downwards.
Yes, it did. Well, identity from the black ship, as you call it, then it's true. We did not know what transpired after it passed through the wormhole. We're still uncertain if you were devout puppets, so we kept our secrets and waited. We revealed the truth of ourselves and our stolen ship. Would you have trusted it? Yeah. Probably not. So lost nothing. Perhaps gained opportunity to prove that if we were not your allies, we have a shared enemy. Truly sorry for destroying your ship. Like all people, we put our own goals before yours, as have you. Our ships followed you to a strange pulsing star and have deducted that its explosions can be used to create a device to suture the wormhole. Is it your intention not to do so now after your forces have retreated and leave us to face the battle alone? Our goal is to stop the devout from invading our space. That is what our goal is now, isn't it?
Yes.
Would severing the wormhole not stop them from doing so? Is there something you have not shared with us? This is, of course, understandable. As the impetus is on us to regain your trust and keep you in the fight against the devout, what can we offer as evidence we're not your enemy? Where can we find an intact Telonian? As you've learned, the Telonians are all dismantled or destroyed during the collapse of the Empire. While fragments remain, the core constructs are gone from this universe. In our search for Arcadian artifacts, we learned that the generation ships that was torn apart was one of two. The other, we believe, lies trapped beyond the singularity created by the remnant device. Our researchers have studied the singularity and devised a way to modify ships to travel through unscathed. We will share our understandings with you, but we caution you, none of the vessels we have sent through have returned. Information opportunities allow us to research new technology. With that, we should be able to safely navigate the singularity. Right, have we got the science to do it? I think we have. Space-time sensor. Should I do more research, Red?
Yes.
Yes? Yes, okay. I'll extend our warp jump. Don't think there's much else to do right now. I'll remove damage taken from collisions because I'm going to ram into stuff. Okay. Passively through the immodest singularity. That. Remember that? That was awesome.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We don't have to install it, do we?
I'm going to say probably.
Should probably check the shipyard, shouldn't we? Should I rebuild the ship first?
Yeah, because You don't need the thing anymore.
What thing? What thing don't I need anymore?
Oh, you didn't put the wormhole thing on the ship. It was the warp drive, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you still need it.
Damn. Damn it. Okay. So we're going to get rid of one of those. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to have to rebuild everything. I'm sorry, Wolven. I'm having to change the build. I know. You're upset about this. Changing the build is inevitable. It is your destiny.
Morgan gets it.
Question is, do I put more guns on? That's a good question, isn't it, Red?
Actual guns.
Yeah, actual guns. Oh no, I'm out of neutronium again. That would be nice, yeah. A mirroring system would be good. I'm out of neutronium again. I need more neutronium. I need a lot more neutronium. I think this will work. I think this will work.
There's only one way to know.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay, I have way more power than I need. Way more power than I need. So much more power than I need. Those guns at the front need more venting.
Can you put it anywhere?
I can. There you go. That's not bad. Tail challenge. My guns are running hot, so I need to cool them off. Yes. I don't think I need that much energy output.
Are you feeling okay?
Red, I've got a peak draw of 169.2. Energy output's 235.8.
I mean, we can all see that. However, I've met you.
I've met you. What's wrong with you, rival? What's wrong with me, Red? You're asking me what's wrong. Basically, I don't need that much power. I've got way more than I need right now.
Well, if you can use it for something more useful, do it.
Armor. Bulkheads. More missiles. Yeah, I did more missiles, mate. That works. That build works. I'm back to 84 drones. I still have the same number of Mark 3s on there. I have more missiles, and she's a little bit more... she's got more teeth because of the extra missiles. Yeah, okay. That kind of works. Okay, so there was nothing to add, apparently. this thing. We're in this weird slowing down stuff, aren't we? Okay, we ready? He says, laying down the safe.
Yep.
Here we go. We found ourselves a new, unstable, and unknown space. Yay! The result came from the same vessel as the one we found before. Hopefully it means there's a chance... Wow! Whoa, 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 I'm getting pulled around all over the place. Chance another generation arc attack intact somewhere. Great. Else needs an antiemetic. Too late. I'm going to suggest it's in the same direction. Grav lensing is fun. Yeah, I'm not going to say that. I'm just following the trail right now. Oh, I got a ship. Analyzing anomaly. Analysis complete. It's nice that we're high quality biologics, but the rest of the analysis sounds ominous. Recoverable materials include titanium, gold, platinum, neutronium, etherine, various high quality biologics. Preparing to repair. Yeah, you don't take us out, man. I'm sorry, that's just that is a bad thing to do. We found a station. These distortions are not natural features of this space. They may have been created when unstable cores ruptured. No. Oh no. planet, a station, and a thing. And the station is not friendly. The fact the fighters are over there trying to deal with those two. Target has active anti-recycle systems. Attempt to disable. Anti-recycle systems. Anti-killing us systems, I like to call them. Not entirely sure that's what we wanted to happen, but
it is what happened.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got a planet in this kind of unstable, weird beep beep space.
Yep.
And there's nothing unusual about that that requires us to go and have a look at it. I wish we weren't in such a rush. All the flora of the galaxy in one place. But why is it uninhabited? Generation vessel's interior is divided into multiple distinct biomes, each massive and capable of supporting countless life forms, possibly billions. Different segment rotational velocities create a range of gravities. At the point the surveyor enters the environment is subtropical, but scans show distant areas nearly as much variety as worlds of this universe. I don't think anything could top the chariot. I could spend the rest of my career here. Yep. Equally impressive and vast machinery concealed between the interior surface and structure's outer walls, several kilometers deep. It's clear that only a fraction are related to maintenance of the interior space. Others bear similarities to space-bending engines of the chariot. The rest are enigma. At the end of a great spindle at the center of the arc, the team finds a central chamber overlooking vast expanse outside. Within this inert husk of an enormous brass automaton, many of its components have been carefully removed, save for a central processing unit in the head. One of the missing parts has an identical shape to the first Telonian fragment the team recovered. Replace the missing fragment. The darkened automaton energizes and communicates without the translator. Your request is granted. I will provide you with a set of algorithms that, if transmitted to the chariot, will neutralize the recent technologies the Devout have gained from its control. How do you know what our request is? Yeah, that's a good question.
Great question.
After you reconnected my missing component, I perceived you and your vessel. I acquired the data in its systems, and the nature of your request was obvious. Since time is essential, an immediate answer demonstrated that I understood the problem and make a capacity for providing a solution. We have questions! I am aware, but the situation is urgent. While the Devout will... Actually, let's read the top here. The data the Terran shared with us is nearly as inscrutable blend of math, physics, and language. They are practically filling the Blackwatch's data banks. Okay. The Devout will not gain complete control of the chariot. It will enter your universe once the wormhole is fully stabilized. I'm transmitting my core chariot access protocol directly to your ship. I guess we now leave then.
Now we have a robot.
This white hole forms a closed topology with the modest singularity. I suspect it would take us back to our own space near where we entered. Okay. 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 So go back now.
Yep.
Oh, you're totally gonna have to take on the Devouts. Can't just... Translation. Don't mess with the Blackwatch.
Always the case.
Yeah, you got some hits in early, didn't you? But that was it. I suggest when dealing with the warpers, just have lots of fighters. It seems to sort the problem out quite handily. Right, let's go deal with our get some research. Oh, come on. We need to break it for 3 seconds. We need to stay within 3 days to complete the segment. We will. We've got some researching to do first. We just went into a black hole. I mean, come on. Into a black hole. I'm thinking we get some extra range on our guns. Possibly a good thing.
Yep, agreed.
I think we've already done shields to their max. Yes, we have. We've still got one thing left. Down here. Don't know what it is.
Apparently, there is still more game.
Yeah. More game. Reactors are all done. That's 600, so we could complete the warp engines. That would be increasing their range and increasing their recharge. And we did 20% on there, so that's an extra 30%. That's 50% faster. That's 30% and then another 40%. Alternatively, increase our range of our plasma weapons. But that's 450, so that'll be one thing.
Yeah.
I don't see what else there is to do right now, other than increase our fighters and missiles. That just increases their range, though. Yeah, we got that, and it's designed to temporarily dephase, making counter missile, unless it's an automatic thing. You know?
I assume so. It's didn't open anything.
Nope. Right, let's have a look. Just want to check one thing. Alright, that's... Yeah, so I can do hyperplaning, which increases our range. Yeah?
Yep.
And... advanced maneuvers and heavy fighters. Makes the fighter's attack and armor go up, costs a lower top speed, but increases fighter's ability to evade in projectiles at the same time.
I don't think they need changing.
No, my point is they will be able to dodge, but they'll also have to take a hit and do more damage. They'll stick around longer.
Okay.
And then increase our warp range. Okay, so what they're saying is... Oh, yes, we can now jump all the way there. Hi. Hammer, your chariot awaits. How long have you been waiting to fire that one off? Hold this position, transmitting now. Have to stay within 300, so... they just dropping space stations all around us?
Yep.
Tactical information develops newest upgrades. I can use this to immediately improve our defenses against their weapons. Great! That thing's bigger. Second transmission complete. Another downlink transmission. This one's data on the improved hull materials. I'm adjusting our weapons to exploit. So we're doing more damage, aren't we?
Yes. Well, that was a thing. Chariot takeover, mission complete. I think we can talk to it now. Oh no, all the bits went missing. The Valve's hold on the chariot system are surprisingly tenuous, but I've exercised them and can now control it completely from here within the Ark. Their new fleets were dependent on my chariot for strength, and are now quite fragile, much like the Empire they toppled. I must conserve energy for my remaining tasks. Soon I will let this wormhole return to its stable quantum state. This will keep it safe from being cut, but will no longer allow passage between universes. You and your vessel should decide which side to end your journey on. Do we have to decide now? No. Days to me are like moments. Speak to me again when you're ready to return home. Your next trip through the wormhole will be your last. I will keep the wormhole open until you have passed through for the final time. Then I will attend to my final task. Can you answer our questions now? I am now but a fraction of what aided the Empire and its academics. My mind was then the mind of all Telonian pilots in space, connected instantly through what you would call warp space. But now my mind and memories have been splintered away, as I had to sacrifice much of myself to preserve the Ark and its inhabitants. Would your memory be restored with additional fragments? What once was can never be restored, but additional fragments would restore some connections. Is there anything you wish to discuss? Transfer 5 fragments. Neural meta connections restored. Thank you. With 6 fragments you recovered, I have a better understanding of my history. What are you? I have no memory of my creation. The temporal order of my early memories is disjoint. I was likely created as an interface to the remnant artifacts, as their workings are far too complex for any naturally evolved brain to comprehend. By whom, I cannot say. At one point, my mind was distributed across dozens of physical entities, all coordinated up as one. For all my remembered existence, I served the Empire, for service was my purpose, and any who I served became an empire. What happened to you? The academics of the Empire wished to learn what became of the remnants who created the great artifacts. I did not have the answers to their questions, but the remnants were capable of creating new universes, as well as great artifacts capable of sustaining, nurturing, and transporting civilizations. The academics tried to retrace their past with the lance, chariots, and generation arcs. To do so, they needed to deplete a star that warmed two young civilizations. So they transported them onto the arcs and swallowed their sun. But these Arcadians were afraid of their fate, of course. The academics saw themselves as good and did their best to explain what was happening. Finally, the experiment was ready and the lance created the wormhole. I do not know precisely what happened, but I believe the academics underestimated the Arcadian charges. The Arcadians learned quickly, and some did not want to be part of this great experiment. Some of them attempted to close the wormhole. This created your immodest singularity and destroyed their arc catastrophically, while the other one was trapped in liminal space between universes. You mentioned a final task. The generation arc became trapped in unstable space. Remnant artifacts are nearly indestructible, but not forever, nor against such entropy. A chariot was capable of navigating back to this universe, but not of transporting a civilization. I sent some of the Arcadians back through a white hole to restore the wormhole while I remained to protect the vessel. I placed the remaining Arcadians into stasis within the vessel's hull and began preparations. When the unstable wormhole was restored, I will deliver the Arcadians to the universe that lies beyond. We're going to restore the wormhole, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
What does the wormhole need to be restored? My warp space sensor could be used along with processing power of polyhedral to repair the wormhole's geometry. While the physics of the operation defy comprehension, the actual mechanics should have been simple with the aid of the Empire and my remaining selves. I do not know what happened, but it seemed like the generation arc catastrophe was a tipping point. The Empire was falling. Rather than finding aid, the Arcadians found chaos. Is there anything else we discuss? What happened to the Arcadians who returned aboard the chariot? Again, I have no direct knowledge. Only what I can extrapolate from your logs. They clearly did not receive the aid they needed to repair the wormhole. They initially founded a settlement not far from the singularity. Some remained there and over time forgot their history. Others continued in their mission to rescue their trapped ancestors, but found no allies in either the heretics or devout, identifying themselves to other Arcadians through simple binary codes. They were given my warp space sensor, which is critical for my final task. I suspect they are trying to use it to seek my fragments for guidance. How can we communicate with the Arcadians? The simple binary signals are patterned off my authentication pattern. One of the groups may be in possession of the warp sensor, which is capable of completing the cryptographic challenge. Look for a group of Arcadians who start their hail with random sequence of binary digits. I will transfer the cryptographic key so you can translate and respond. Key received. We can find this missing group of Arcadians. We should be able to communicate with something other than plasma bolts. Alright, so that's not finished. We're not ready to go home. We've got things to do. We found the Arcadians down here, didn't we?
We did. But we're at 10:30.
I know. But we're almost there.
Do we know how much longer we've got?
Yeah. You have a chance to finish off every plot you haven't completed. We've done them all, with the exception of the bad guys up there. We'd like to point out, I've got a feeling we can take them on now.
I think you might be right.
Because if they're built off the same tech, you know, like the Devout.
Yep.
Then I've got a feeling we can whoop that butt. So I'm going to try this. Okay?
Boogie.
Okay. I'll save here. They finally turned red. Okay, that's not working. Is it red?
No.
All right, so next week, I'm going to try and find the Arcadians. Yeah?
Yep.
So he can do his thing. We do have some other missions. We've still got to give the scepter back to whoever. Guild have some more artifacts, but one of those ships is behind schedule. Don't know where that is though. That's the problem. I don't know where it is. Or these find evidence these attacks happen in guild space. They'll pay. Okay. Need to find another polyhedral artifact. Telling give Arcadians a device capable of. So yeah. I suppose we can talk to Whiskermug again if we see him.
Yep.
Yeah. I need to solve the legend of Whiskermug. I do. We've been leaving it for ages. Alright, so that's what we'll call it for today. I'm not going to fly back to the station. We'll do that next week because I don't want to get caught in a conversation we don't want to have. But yeah, so we'll leave it there. She's pretty, isn't she?
She is.
Yeah, she's pretty. She's, she got some guns. Alright, so, yeah, leave it there. Back tomorrow with Space Crew. We're still trying to kill some, whatchamacallits? Androids.
So that's that. Tuesday component cast should be on, assuming everything goes according to plan. And then we're back on Friday with Void Crew because we're in the middle of a flight. And the build is actually fun. We got double guns on each side. And level 2 shields already. And power. We just need more of it. But anyway. That is it for today. Good night, Rival Red and Chat 2. Yeah, take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. All right? Bye-bye.